there anything as a perfect house? Have you ever gone to a house and come out like, I'm in a awe?
A house is like a wife. Will you get a perfect wife? The next one will be better than her. दूसरे की हर चीज अच्छी लगती है.
अच्छा, दूसरे की हर चीज अच्छी लगती है. ठीक है. What is the nastiest thing you have found inside a house?
Came back to the bathroom, I flushed it again. But this time, not just the water. There was poop coming out.
Oh my god.
What do? I'm staring at the toilet seat, looking at water and poop coming out, and
that is a really, I didn't expect that when I asked you this question.
If you don't find any issue in a house, that means something is wrong with the house.
Are there ever things that agents try to hide or tell you? They put you in a difficult situation, and I think I already got my answer.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to first-time home buyers when they're booking a home inspection?
99% of the people who call us, first-time buyers, they are not at all aware of what a home inspection is.
घर लेने से पहले, ऑफर डालने से पहले उनको पता होना चाहिए कल को मॉर्गेज भी अप्रूव हो जाएगी कि नहीं. रियल्टर का टाइम क्यों वेस्ट करना है, आपका टाइम क्यों वेस्ट करना है. I'm dealing with a scenario. Again, I won't name the builder. Very reputed, one of the top builder. Not only in Ontario, in Canada. Since the very first year, we're having issue with the HVAC system of the unit upstairs, and builder is not doing anything. Every year we've been complaining since day one. Now the property managers are saying, who are basically responsible to take care of this, the property managers are saying the builder didn't use the right material that they were supposed to use. We talked about the mold. How much mold do you think is too much, and is mold okay? Like in
that's a very good question. That is the most feared question by every agent, every buyer, every investor.
Hello everyone. Today we're back with another episode of Unfiltered Talk with Supreet. Today we have among us Ajit Dudani. He is the certified home inspector in Ontario. He has about 8 years of experience in Ontario, and I myself have been working with him on many different projects. We have done a few home inspections together, where either I'm on the mortgage side or on the real estate side. So today we're going to ask him questions regarding all aspects of home inspections in Ontario. And this podcast is not only for people who are looking to buy home, whether they should get the home inspections done or not. It's also about learning different aspects of home inspections. And also, if you're looking to get into this career, you want to become a home inspector, step on Ajit's toe in Ontario, then do watch this podcast. I'm sure you will learn a lot. Welcome, Ajit. Thank you so much for accepting this invite and coming here today.
No problem at all. Anytime.
What advice would you give to first-time home buyers when they're booking a home inspection?
Good. So first-time home buyers, when they are looking for a home inspection, I always ask them first thing, are you okay with your mortgage?
Okay.
Get your mortgage online first. Don't jump on home inspections right away. Because I have run into many situations where people come to me, they book a timing, and at the last moment they say, oh, my finance is still not done. I need 3 more days. So that's a waste of my time and their time. That's first advice I would give. The other thing is definitely ask questions. The more questions you ask, the more knowledge you will get what home inspection does. And that's where you will learn also what we do. I can say a lot of things what I do in a home inspection, but you should understand them.
So when you're saying they should get the mortgage, so you're saying they should get the pre-approved first?
Yes, pre-approved.
Okay.
So the finances are in line rather than waiting for the finances and trying to get the inspection done ahead of time.
Well, ideally, if it's a first-time home buyer or even as an investor, being a mortgage broker, I would say they should actually, even before sending an offer, they should get the qualification done, right? घर लेने से पहले, ऑफर डालने से पहले उनको पता होना चाहिए कल को मॉर्गेज भी अप्रूव हो जाएगी कि नहीं. रियल्टर का टाइम क्यों वेस्ट करना है, आपका टाइम क्यों वेस्ट करना है.
मार्केट में देखिए सब किस्म के लोग हैं. मेरे एक्सपीरियंस में मैंने शुरू में ऐसे हुआ था कि हफ्ते में 3-4 कॉल्स मेरे ड्रॉप होते थे.
अच्छा.
And that really pissed me off.
What do you mean call drop होते
मतलब
थे
they
कि भाई
used to
पहले
book-
बुक कर लिया
हाँ,
बाद
book कर
में?
लिया फिर लास्ट मोमेंट पे ना बोल दिया.
अच्छा.
और मेरी पॉलिसी है एक बार बुक किया, आई गिव अ कमिटमेंट, आई डोंट टेक एनीवन एल्स. It's a straightforward.
It's a waste of your time, right?
So that usually take me off. But तुम एंड मोमेंट पे ना बोल रहे हो, मैं दूसरा कॉल ले सकता था. It's a earning for everyone. So you lose an earning, it pains. And coming back to your point where you asked me for a first-time buyers when they are going for home inspectors, those questions, as I said, you should ask more. Is the guy certified? Is the guy insured? Does he have tools of trade? How many years of experience? Does he have any social media presence? And that's one thing going very strongly nowadays.
Makes sense.
Your Google reviews. People look at them. I personally can tell you, you look at my Google reviews, I do have quite a number of good ones. And people have called me up mainly for that. So coming back to your first question, original question that you asked me, what advice would I give to the buyers when they're booking a home inspection? Now, as I mentioned, ask questions. Ask initial questions as to, is the home inspector certified? Is he insured? Does he have any, or what number of years of experience does he have? Does he have tools of trade? Like thermal camera, drone, moisture meters.
I've seen you using the thermal camera.
Correct.
I was very surprised the first time I saw, I think this was 5-6 years back, that you guys can see behind the drywall. it's fascinating.
I'll come to that point later. I'll come to that point later.
Okay.
Yes. So those initial questions, and of course later on questions as to what he's going to do in the home inspection. What is he going to look at? So what is he going to check? So try to get more information from the inspector itself.
From the inspector. No, that's good. It's very insightful.
And keep in mind, price is not everything. It's a matter of what they do and how they do it. That has to be a main criteria for you.
Second thing I wanted to ask you, in general, like, what are the things that people should be careful about? Things that are basically not included in your inspection. When they hire you, what can they expect? That are you going to look at everything? And are there any things that you might not look at?
That's a very good point. 99% of the people who call us, first-time buyers, they are not at all aware of what a home inspection is. In spite of the agent telling them what it covers, what it does not, everyone has their own perspective. So home inspection is a visual, non-invasive inspection.
Okay.
In simple terms, it's whatever we can see, we will report. Things, what is visual, without breaking things, without moving things apart, that's what we will report to you. We will not move furnitures. We will not be removing the carpets out to see what's below or what's behind. So those are completely beyond our inspections. Whatever we can see. Now, people do also ask me, does your home inspection cover mold inspections or pest controls? No, they don't. Those are completely different inspections.
So, mold inspection and pest inspection is not covered?
No, they are different.
They're
completely different. Yeah, there are different people. It's a different tools on them. But we do help out people by looking at different stains, any active leakages happening. Or there are telltale signs which tell us, okay, something is happening or has happened before. We look at droppings, if there are any rodent droppings, mice traps, glue traps. So that gives an idea, okay, something is happening in the house.
So if it is obvious, or if it is, there are some signs of mold, then you would advise that, yeah, there might be a case.
Correct.
It might have happened before. But if the person has already replaced the drywall, right, then it's not your job to tell them that it has happened. You might advise looking at the drywall that there might have been, this is changed, it could be XYZ reason, but you won't know because somebody has done a great job.
Now, you did ask me a question about thermal camera before you were saying a comment on it. And I said, hold on, I'll tell you.
Okay.
The reason I said hold on is because there's a misconception going on in the whole industry.
Okay.
Not just the buyers, even the agents.
Okay.
They are misinformed. A thermal camera is not a see-through camera.
Okay.
It's not a see-through camera. There's no see-through camera except X-ray machine.
You're right. It's an infrared.
It's a camera which captures a temperature difference.
Got it.
On any surface, it captures the temperature difference. We look at cold spots and hot spots.
I see. Yes.
I'll give you an example. So let's say there's a leakage happening from the upper floor. And by the time we are doing inspection, water is dripping on the drywall. So the drywall surface gets wet. It cools down. So when any surface cools down, your eye will not see anything. It will not capture. But the thermal camera, which sees the temperature difference, it shows a big blue spot.
Makes sense.
So that's where we use thermal cameras for looking at any active leakages.
Makes sense.
Now people tell me, oh, what about behind this drywall? No, it's not a see-through. If the guy has repaired something, put a new drywall, there's no way a thermal camera is going to capture. And that's one definitely thing every time I emphasize to my buyers, it is not a see-through camera.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Now, should the buyers attend the home inspection?
Definitely. I always encourage all the buyers to be at the inspection.
How long does a typical inspection take?
Anywhere from 2 hours to 3 hours. Depends on the size of the house, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, basement finished, unfinished. But on an average, 2 hours is good enough for a good inspector to finish inspection.
Do you want buyers? Do you actually want them to stay during this whole inspection?
I encourage buyers to be there. They can follow me around. But it tells them, okay, what is the inspector doing? He's checking things or not. I don't want them to come back later on and say, oh, did you check the sink? Did you check the tub? Did you look at this plug? So rather they follow me around and look at a corner of my eye or their eye as to what I'm doing. I always request my clients that keep your questions for the end. Don't ask me as I'm doing.
Let them do your job.
Yes, let me do my job because I might skip something, I might miss out something. And at the end, any questions they have, I'll answer them. That's how I function.
Are there any stupid questions people ask?
There's no stupid questions. And one thing I'll tell you definitely, the more questions they ask me, the more happy I get. They are listening to me. They're not ignoring me.
Okay.
That's how I feel it. I like to add couple of more things. In a home inspection, there are certain things we don't do. That's all I like to clarify. We don't check the appliances. Appliance inspection is beyond the scope of home inspection. Because you do have clauses in agreement that says appliances have to be in working condition.
Most of the realtors, they like all the purchase agreements I have seen all the time they have.
But there are many inspectors, like I'm one of them. We check the appliances as a complimentary. We check them, okay, since we are there, spending another 10 more minutes just to make sure it's working, we do it as a complimentary, but it's not mandatory for us.
It's not part of your
studies
or regulation or part of your scope
to
do that. Yeah. But if anybody is asking is every burner is working or not, you do kind of recommend them or tell them.
Correct. Right. The other thing I like to point out is we do not check each and every electrical outlets or each and every window to see if it's functioning or not. If you do that, it's going to take us a lot of time.
Okay.
So what we call as a representative number of items. We check them at random.
Okay.
So that's why when sometimes clients ask me, oh, did you check this? Did you check that? I clarify to them, no, we don't check each and every one. So those things are not covered in a standard home inspection.
So that makes me wonder, like, how as a buyer I can be protected. So it looks like we might need another set of eyes for all those small nitty-gritty things and for the appliances. Do you recommend people getting a second level of inspection, or just that should be a realtor's job to turn on appliance and make sure these things are working?
I can say in a different manner. For a home inspection, will you get a separate electrician? Will you get a separate plumber? Will you get a separate contractor? Or a foundation guy or a roofing guy? You're not going to spend that much money.
No.
Once you're buying a house, there are certain things that will come along with the house, which is considered as a normal wear and tear. So in a one bedroom, there are 4 outlets. One of them doesn't work, 3 works. Is it a big deal? No. Yeah, and if I miss that out, I missed it out.
I think one thing I have seen in the past is when people are buying resale houses, they sometimes have same level of expectation as if they are buying a house from the builder.
Correct.
Their expectation is everything should be on point, right? Which is generally not the case, and they get disappointed. I think it's one of those things where realtor needs to set the expectations right with their buyers. They need to manage their expectations and have that conversation with them, right?
True.
If they want everything on point, maybe buy something which is 0 to 5-year-old, right? If their budget doesn't allow, then go to 5 to 10-year-old, right? So
even new construction houses have issues.
New construction houses
Every
have
house
issues,
has an issue.
Yeah, we have seen that.
You really brought up a valid point. The agents, realtors have to make the clients understand certain things. There's always going to be limitation in every field, whether it's your job, my job, or agent's job. There's going to be a limitation everywhere.
There was a time in 2021, 2022 when there were so many bidding wars going on. I would assume you guys were not busy at that time because everybody was waiving the house inspection, home inspection clause in the agreement. How do you feel about that? And did you ever got any story that comes to your mind? You got pushback from the client or people telling you afterwards that they had a bad experience because they didn't get the home inspection done?
Yes. COVID was a period completely different from many people. I was one of the lucky ones where it was not slow for me.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I have been working with a good number of agents and mortgages like you, where they still referred their clients to go to Ajit for the home inspection after buying the house. So I was busy. It's not that I was dead. I was quite busy that time also because there are good agents out in the market. There are good mortgagers, bank appraisers. They still tell their clients, get a peace of mind done.
No, makes sense.
I was still doing inspections. And
any story that you can remember?
I do have an incident where I remember in the COVID period that the prices were very high. So I was called in for an inspection, a detached house in Mississauga, 1.7 million. Went down. So as a routine, I do go to the top floor first. I start from there. I turn all the taps on to keep the water running, to check the pressure. And within 10 minutes, I heard a scream, a shout. Shut the water down, shut the water down.
Okay.
So I came running down.
Okay.
Saw there's a leakage happening in the ceiling from master bathroom.
Okay.
Went up, shut it down. Another scream came up. Here also it's leaking. It's leaking here also. The guest bathroom, I turned it off. So eventually, both the bathrooms on the top floor, they were leaking. The house was done very good.
How old was this house?
I would say 20 or 25 years old.
20. So it was an old house. Yeah.
25 is not old.
25 is not an old, but yeah.
By the time I came on the main floor, I run the dishwasher out and doing the other stuff. Go down to the basement and I'm welcomed by a big pool of water.
Oh my God.
The dishwasher was leaking.
Okay.
So this is what happened in the COVID time.
So the onus of the water leak, did it came on you that you turned this
The house
on?
was already bought. It's a COVID period. They had already bought
so
the
they
house.
already bought the house. They
was
had the closing done.
Everything.
And now they were getting inspection done.
Just for their own peace of mind if we need to have to spend money.
But had they already moved into the house? But
No,
they probably
no,
didn't,
luckily
right?
they
didn't move.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, did they ever went back to the lawyer to claim it on
There's no recourse going back once you buy a house.
I think once you buy the house, I
recourse.
have seen these kind of stories before.
I mean, COVID was such a period where, mind my language, there were shitty houses also being sold in the market.
Yeah.
There were garbage sold also. I remember a few ladies...
Without home inspections, without mortgage conditions.
Without even looking at the house itself.
Yeah.
I had seen listings where there was one picture, just the front of the house. They bought it. I run into situations where the first time home buyers, they have put all their money, saved money into it. I do the inspections, give them a report, and the lady just sits down and stumps on the sofa. Another 5,000 I got to spend. And it pinches me.
I have a funny story. During the COVID time, not going to say how I was involved in the transaction, but client was selling their house, one day before the closing, everything was good. Like, this was 1-year-old house. It's a townhouse, stacked townhouse. One day before the closing, the client decided to take the bidet out. They went inside the house, right? The seller who was selling the house, they took the bidet out, and overnight it started leaking,
dripping out.
drop. Closing went fine. Next day, everything went fine. The buyers, they got the keys to the house. And when they went inside the house, usually in the evening, once the lawyer gives the keys
and all,
when they went inside the house, the drywall in the kitchen was all down. It was like, it was all like bent down. It was coming down. And when they entered, and it was a white couple, they entered, they were bawling. They called the lawyer. Lawyer got in touch with the, seller, realtor, and then eventually seller as well. A lot of conversation happened, what not happened. The biggest, I would say, disappointment for the buyer was in their mind, they were buying a 1-year-old house.
Yes, a new house. And
1-year-old house. It's a brand new house, right? And the condition was amazing. And then they had to, the condition they got it, the house, very next day, especially the kitchen, right? Which is like kind of Makkah for ladies, right?
Yes.
They were very disappointed.
Yes.
Luckily, the seller was very cooperative afterwards. They actually got the plumber to get the fix. They got the contractor. They managed to get the contractor right away, who fixed it within like 2-3 days, because to dry up and stuff, paint, it takes time. It's not something.
I really hope these stories, what you share, what I share, the buyers learn.
Yeah.
They learn. They understand down the road that things will happen again if something changes.
Yeah. So don't touch the bidet before the closing.
No.
Let the closing happen and do whatever you want to do it afterwards. And always hire certified people. I think that's one of the... don't do DIY. Don't try to do it yourself.
Now, bidding was in COVID also. As I said, I was a bit busy.
Mm-hmm.
There were incidents, and I always told the clients when they call me up, like, if you do really have to go into a bidding, in a bidding war, yes, you want to make your deal stronger. Try to get a pre-offer inspection. And most of them allowed.
So pre-offer inspection, as in
before putting
an offer, you can get the inspection
and
done.
I did many of those inspections that time. The agents were very cooperative that time. Fine.
Usually इसमें तो जो listing agent होता है, listing agent करवाते हैं.
See, it becomes a rapport between the listing and the buying agent, how they are. And most of the listing agents did allow. But in the bidding time, I remember during this COVID time, they had a set date. This date is all your offers coming in. So a day before, 2 days before.
If you really love the house, know that you're going to go above and beyond for this house, then maybe spend an extra $500 and get the inspection done.
I mean, not the matter of money. Get a time from them, pre-offer, get yourself peace of mind whether you really want to offer now or not. If that doesn't work, try to get a walkthrough at least. Get a home inspector with you. Get a general contractor with you. Go for a walkthrough, 45 minutes walkthrough. At least some major items which you will miss, he will look at it. Or an inspector will look at it.
पैसे की बात से ध्यान है. What is the general cost of getting a home inspection done?
The cost varies from a person to person. Like every profession, in our profession also, there are lower ball, there's a higher ball, there's an average ball.
Does it depend upon the size of the house as well?
It does. So the way I structure my pricing is I do ask questions. Which city they are. How far do I have to travel?
Of course, if you have to travel 4 hours down, in Sudbury or somewhere, the price would be different.
That's too far. I mean, within a half an hour travel zone is the same price. The further I go, the more price. Square feet of the house, definitely. The bigger house, the bigger price. If the basement is finished, is it finished with a kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, or just a recreational room? The more items I need to inspect, the price goes higher.
Okay.
Now, the range of price for an average house is anywhere from 400 to 500.
400 to 500 people can expect.
Yes, that's an average price going on the market. Now, there are some who go low also. And I do get calls. Or someone is giving me 300. Can you do it? Now, should I do it? I don't.
There might be other inspectors out there who would take the job. Yeah.
Every profession has.
has.
You get a carpenter, he will come and visit you for free. Some will charge you $50. Some will charge you $100.
Yeah.
So it's every profession.
Same as mortgages. Like in mortgages, some would do it for free because they're getting commission from the bank. Some mortgage brokers would charge on top. Sometimes they're not getting commission from the bank. So they're charging, some charge 0.5%, 1%, 2%. It depends upon, how.
And that's where it's important for the first time buyer to ask questions.
Ask questions.
The more he's asking questions, the more he'll understand whether the guy is knowledgeable or not. Is he a one-time short guy? Or is it something really, really experienced or not? That's how you had to judge.
So, as an output from a home inspection, like obviously you're providing them recommendations at the end, right?
Correct.
What can people expect an output of an home inspection look like? Obviously, you said once they are there, they can ask you questions, right? What else do they get as part of the output of this home inspection?
A report is given to them, and every home inspection report has to be provided.
Okay.
Should be provided.
Okay.
So the way I work is, at the end of the inspection, I explain them things. I walk around with them, show them my concerns, any suggestions, maintenance. So home inspection is not just major items. Yes, major items are priority, but as a part of inspection, we do also point out certain small maintenance things also. Cleaning your gutters, changing your filters, winterization of exterior faucets, duct cleaning. So we do guide people. A good inspector will always guide his client.
Okay.
He will tell them things, and it's followed up by a report. Now, reports are sometimes provided same day or within 24 hours.
So generally you guys are able to produce a report. I'm assuming it will include the pictures of the property as well, recommendation within 24 hours?
I have made it I should say my own principle that I do provide reports same day in the night. Whether it's going to be late night, but same day. Because the next day I'm somewhere else.
So the report goes out to the realtors and the
report goes to
buyers
the client
as well.
Yeah, report goes to the client, and we do ask the clients if they are comfortable sharing with the agent. Then we send it to both of them. They look at them, discuss, and from there they decide. We don't get involved into who does what repairs. That is not our job.
Do you get a lot of follow-up questions once
you send? Yes, definitely. That's it. Yes, I always tell my clients, a good inspector will never say no to you for follow-up questions. You call me after a month, you call me when you get the house, you have a doubt, you have a question, send me a picture, send me a mail, text, I will answer them. Definitely.
Okay. Next thing I would like to ask you is there anything as a perfect house? Have you ever gone to a house and come out like, I'm in awe, and not just because the house is a beautiful property, this property is amazing, but like this house looked like a shitty house, but I came out saying, no, it's amazing.
A house is like a wife. Will you get a perfect wife? The next one will be better than her. So houses are like that. You go for a house, you like it, you're attracted towards it, you start living, and then someone the other house, you will go and look at it and say, oh, this is better.
This is better.
So there's never a perfect house.
So दूसरे की वाइफ हमेशा अच्छी लगती है.
दूसरे की हर चीज अच्छी लगती है.
अच्छा, दूसरे की हर चीज अच्छी लगती है. ठीक है.
No, there's never a perfect house. I mean, every house has some or the other issue. You will definitely have some or the other. Even as I mentioned earlier, new construction also has issues. You got to look at the house in a way where you are comfortable with. I had clients where they jumped on even $100 expense. And I had clients who said, $5,000, that's fine. I know, I will do it. So it's comfort zone. Where is their budget level? In my 8 years of experience, I have never found a house where I can say there's nothing in it. There's always going to be a normal wear and tear, which is an issue. Right now, it's minor, but if you ignore it, it's going to turn to a major. So that's where I tell my clients, like $100 spending now, if you don't do it, it's going to go to $500 later on. It's not a concern. It's a minor maintenance, normal wear and tear you got to take care of. Small things like every house will have it. Your window sills, you have the blackness coming on that. Your bathroom caulking, grouting, they go black. It's a normal maintenance. It's not an issue. It's not a concern at all. It's a normal maintenance thing. So,
yeah, if the age of the property is 10 years, 15 years, as we discussed earlier, there are certain things that you should expect. Yeah, those are the maintenance things.
You should. If you don't find any issue in a house, that means something is wrong with the house.
Hmm.
That's the way I would think about it.
That they are good at hiding.
Yes, exactly.
What is the nastiest thing you have found inside a house?
Lots of nasty things.
Other than the grow, I'm sure nowadays, especially the weed getting legalized, maybe people are turned their houses into a grow house. Other than that,
I can remember of an incident where I was in a nasty situation.
Okay.
I got called by a listing agent for a home inspection, pre-listing inspection, and this was the house she was selling. So she calls me up. I go down there. As I enter the house, she says, I'm going to step out. I'm going to drop my kids and come back within 15 minutes or so. Is that okay? I said, fine, I'll do my job. So I do my job. I start my job, go to the upper floor. And in the bathroom, when I go, I always flush the toilet tanks a couple of times. That's my way of working. So I flushed it. And I saw the water coming up. The bowl is filling up. So I stood there. It stopped. I said, fine, I'll do my other inspections, let the water go down. So I came back to the bathroom, I flushed it again. But this time, not just the water, there was poop coming out.
Oh my God.
It started overflowing. The whole bowl was filled, it was overflowing, the whole floor was getting wet.
Sorry, how old was this house?
12 years old.
12 years old.
I panicked really. I could see water and poop flowing out.
Was this house in a countryside with the septic tank?
No, in the GTA area.
In GTA area?
GTA area.
Okay, what happened then?
What do? I'm staring at the toilet seat, looking at water and poop coming out, and within a few seconds, I saw a towel in a laundry basket. I went and just grabbed it. I started mopping the whole floor. I didn't want to spread more and more because it's going to go down. So I started mopping it, squeezing it out, mopping it, squeezing out. 20 minutes or so, this lady comes in. She looks at me on my knees. I'm mopping the floor and she shouts, "Damn it, it's happened again."
Oh, you must be very relieved at that time.
I didn't understand. She walks to the closet, pulls out a plunger, goes to the toilet, plunges it a couple of times. All the water goes out.
So this lady was the owner of the house?
She was a listing agent selling her own house.
Okay.
And she apologizes to me. Sorry. My kids always throw stuffs in the toilet. I should have known about it and all that. And I'm standing there with the dirty hands and telling her, it's okay. That's not a very nasty situation I had.
That is a really... I didn't expect that when I asked you this question.
I will not forget that.
One of the things I was going to ask you was, are there ever things that agents try to hide or tell you? They put you in a difficult situation, and I think I already got my answer. Like, do they try to hide the situations? Do they ever tell you to don't tell this to the client?
Every pond has a bad fish. There's going to be a bad fish in every pond. And the majority of the agents, they are good. They understand. Mm-hmm. They don't bother us. Mm-hmm. But yes, you are right. There are a few agents. They play around with you. They try to manipulate you. Mm-hmm. They would come to you and say, Ajit, I need to get this deal done. For whatever reasons, I need to get it done. Or they would come down to me and say, whatever you find, don't tell the clients. Talk to me first. I will handle them. So in a way, they are putting a pressure on us. And frankly, whatever number of inspectors I have met so far, they have been true to their principles. They have been following the standards of practice. Their principles are there. The client is for us. Mm-hmm. We will tell the clients what we need to tell them. Let them decide what they want to do.
Do you prefer client to pay for the inspection or realtor to pay for the inspection?
I would prefer both of them pay me.
In general, who pays for the inspection?
No, the buyer.
The buyer pays for the inspection.
The buyer is hiring us.
Okay.
And that's where our priority comes with the buyer first. Mm-hmm. And as I mentioned, that when I'm sending a report, I ask the buyer, is it okay if I send the agent? That's where we do it.
So for you, the client is the buyer. Doesn't matter if the realtor pays for the inspection.
If he does, that's fine. That's their mutual understanding. Mm-hmm. For me, mostly the buyers pay.
buyers pay for the inspection.
And agents do pay me. Some of the agents do pay me, but that's their service to their clients. That is their part. You may be more better aware of it. Like there are agents, they will not pay immediately. They will let the buyers pay. When the deals goes through, then the agents reimburse them. That's their way of working. I don't get involved in that.
Everyone's way of
that's
working.
Their way of working.
Scams की बात की थी हमने. What is the biggest scam you have seen in home, either the construction or home buying process, either by the builder or the resale home, any kind of scam you can think about that comes to your mind during the home inspection?
Frankly, scams, your agents will be much better in position to tell you about those. I don't do much pre-construction houses. Maybe one a month or something like that, but that doesn't really tell me much about what scams are going on. For me, house is a house. I look at the components, the system. What I've heard of many people from the agents itself is the newer construction houses for the past 4-5 years, especially townhouses, stacked townhouses, urban townhouses, they have dumped the entire rental of the HVAC system on the buyer.
I can vouch for that. I know they are doing that.
That's where I heard a lot of grumbling on that. Before it was just the water tank. Now it's your air handler, it's your furnace, it's your water tank. Everything is on the buyer. That's what it's a scam, I think.
I'm dealing with a scenario. Again, I won't name the builder. Very, very reputed. One of the top builder not only in Ontario, in Canada. So we bought a urban townhouse through them. Since the very first year, we're having issue with the HVAC system of the unit upstairs. So every summer, due to condensation, the pipes start dripping water. And those pipes are right on top of our washroom.
Ceiling gets
wet. And it only happens in summer. In the month from June to August are nightmare. I'll post a picture in the final edited video. I don't have my phone on me. Otherwise, I would have shown you the video. From last 1 month, there is no roof there because the contractors came, they took the drywall out and they found the issue is from the unit upstairs, condensation, right? The builder is saying, actually not the builder because it's the third year and builder is not doing anything. Every year we've been complaining since day one. Now the property managers are saying, who are basically responsible to take care of this. The property managers are saying the builder didn't use the right material that they were supposed to use, right? And the furnace room, they build it very congested. And now they are throwing their stuff inside the furnace room as well, right? Due to which there's no proper ventilation happening. And due to condensation, that the whole drywall came down and there is a mold in the washroom as well, ceiling and everything. It's just a mess. We're going through the lawyers, we're dealing with this issue, but I'm personally going through this.
I heard stories of that. True, you are true.
And this happened with the brand new house. The house is only 3-year-old and we've been dealing with this issue since day one, and builder is not doing anything. Builder sold the house, they left. There is no point of going through Tarion. Tarion is only they say that Tarion is there for your peace of mind, but it's not there. It's a non-profit organization at the end of the day. They're just there to provide 1-star, 2-star, 5-star to the builders, but nothing happens.
The people in Tarion are builders or were builders.
Nobody's doing anything. Agree. At the end of the day, owners who bought the house, they are responsible. Unfortunately, in case of apartments, urban townhouses, condominiums, you are not just responsible for your own things or of your own shit. You're responsible for other people's shit as well, right? And in our case, the tenant upstairs, they are not cooperative. They don't even give access to the unit and all, and we're stuck with this.
I was in a similar situation for a pre-construction unit for a house. I did invest to a pre-construction unit. condo stack town house. I had a bad experience. Again, same builder was a shitty builder. Not just the builder, there are other factors also affecting it, which escalated a lot. As you said, other unit owners, they don't cooperate. They don't help out, they don't pay maintenances. What happens? The condo fees increases. It's coming on everyone.
It's coming on everyone. Yeah.
And pre-construction in such a way that certain items, they sell you at a certain rate. For example, condo maintenance fees. When I booked this one, there was a certain rate given to me. Oh, on 3 years afterwards, this is the price going to be. So that's fine. Okay, affordable. But actually, when you get the house, when you get the unit in your hands, the rates shoot up.
Yeah.
You are starting at $180 per month maintenance. You end up paying $300 per month maintenance. So that's one bad thing about pre-construction. I had a very bad experience there. Underground parking. This builder, I can name him if you want.
Let's not
because
name anyone.
I have put a very bad review on this builder. And he has gone into issues also in Burlington. There's a city cases going on against him.
I think I know which builder you're talking about. They are a condominium builder, right?
Yes. Yeah. They built this property on a prime location, at a very prime location, beside the GO station, beside the highway. That was my keen interest, but I ran into a bad experience on that.
I know which builder you're talking about. They got into a tough situation, but I think they're still in the market. They're still in the market.
Because there are certain zones the city says, okay, this zone you're no longer allowed. But there are other places they will still do it.
I think what is happening is builders are smart. Every project they're doing under different corporations.
Names, correct.
They're doing under different names, even though there is the same brand on the top, they're doing under different corporation, different name. If one corporation goes into bad situation, the others are still okay.
That's true.
Right? It's unfortunate. We talked about the mold. Yes. How much mold do you think is too much? And is mold okay? Like in
that's a very good question. That is the most feared question by every agent, every buyer, every investor. Mold is everywhere. That's first things clarifying is mold is everywhere. Even the air we breathe has some sort of a mold. So I say in a language like it's a okay mold and a bad mold. So okay molds are something that you see, you breathe. As I mentioned earlier, the blackness on your windows. The blackness.
That's a type of mold.
It's a type of mold.
It's a type of mold.
On your tiles, grouting, bathrooms. That's again a mold.
Basically, there's always going to be mold.
So, does that mold affect your health? No, it doesn't. You put a gloss, clean it up, recaulk it, remove the grouting, put a new one. That's done deal. There's a better bad mold, not a better mold, but better bad mold is when you have active leakages happening. In your furnace room, your tank is dripping or your furnace is dripping condensation continuously. It's touching the drywall. The whole drywall goes blackish, fungal growth starts. That is a bad mold. Or there's a leakage from your roof. The shingles are wet, then the wooden sheathing gets wet. It turns a complete blackness, we call it discoloration. That's a bad mold.
What about the mold that we see? I don't know if it's a mold. In the washroom, sometimes we see the pinkness start going on the tiles or in between the grouting.
That is basically your soap scum. When you're taking a shower, your soap is spread everywhere. So it sticks on those particular surfaces.
Someone told me it could be due to the hard water. Is that?
Yes, there can be a reason. There can be. Okay. But you do have a point. If you want to determine whether your water is hard, look at your faucets.
Okay.
Look at the nozzles of your faucets, your taps. If you start seeing calcification there.
The white stuff?
White stuff.
Okay.
Salts. That means your water is hard.
Okay.
You go down to Cambridge, you go down to Kitchener, you go down to Hamilton, Burlington areas. They do always have softeners there.
Water softener in the basement.
That's the reason, But the blackness, what you mentioned in the bathroom tiles, it's basically soap scum.
It's a soap scum.
You get a cleaner, nice, good cleaner from Home Depot, spray it, rub it, it goes out. It becomes white again.
Yeah.
That's how it is. And mold, as you said, as I told you, the attic thing or a continuous leakage, that is a mold. Now, again, is it harmful? People get scared. It's an easy solution to fix that. Find the source of leak, fix it, cut down the affected area, replace it, you are done. You don't have to panic. The worst mold that is really bad for your health, very harmful, is when you start seeing white or blackish powdery substances. You can see circles. I can share a picture if you want. You can see circles of exact mold. If you keep a bread outside for a few weeks, have you seen anything grow on that?
Yeah.
Fungus?
Yeah.
Have you seen small hair type things?
Yeah.
That is a proper bad mold.
Okay.
You cannot breathe that. You should not breathe that. So looking at a big black stain on a drywall or many houses, if there's a leakage in the kitchen sink, you see the cabinet at the bottom is black, the flooring or the wooden, you should not be scared with that. Easy fix, get it repaired, get it replaced.
Got it. We talked about the pre-construction homes. You said you already gave me an answer for yourself, but for our audience, would you buy a pre-construction home in Ontario from the home inspection perspective?
See, it all depends on, again, owner to owner. If an owner wants to have a house based on his needs, his layouts, then yes, pre-constructions, you have a varieties. You can look at different site plans and other stuffs. But buying a resale house, you are fixed with that layouts, what is there is there. In a pre-construction, it always has a pros and cons. Every coin has two sides. So there's always going to be plus, minus and everything. I personally would not prefer pre-construction because of various reasons I did mention. The other thing is also pre-constructions, you are not prepared for expenses, unexpected expenses. No one can tell you that. No one can explain you. Maintenance, as I mentioned. Even if it's a freehold house. Let's say it's a freehold house, it's a detached house. There's no maintenance as such. But you're not prepared for anything. You come in our house, resale house, you know a lamp will go here. Because people living in the house have already set up their electrical outlet somewhere. They have done modifications in such a way to make it easy for them to stay. But in pre-constructions, the builder will give you a standard.
Any top 3 or top 5 things that comes to your mind, which are sort of like red flags? Once you walk into the house, you can say, yeah, don't buy this house, or I'm going to report this. Any 3 red flags that comes to your mind where the buyer should not buy that house?
I don't like the word that they bring up as deal breaker.
Okay.
There's nothing as a deal breaker.
Okay.
Everything can be repaired with a certain dollar value. Everything is fixable.
I thought in the home inspection, they say that the water is your biggest enemy.
Correct. But once you find the source of the leakage,
then you can fix it. And
that's why I never say, any client asks me, is this a deal breaker? I said, there's nothing as a deal breaker. It all depends on how much you want to afford to spend a house. There are red flags. Yes, that's the right word. I like red flags. Something that is showing you it is a warning sign. You got to take care of it either right now or maybe a month later. Those are red flags. Yes, there are red flags.
But not deal breakers.
No.
That depends upon buyer's perception. Correct. Whether that is a deal breaker for them or not.
They can break the deal, but I wouldn't say that's a deal breaker. If I do find a foundation crack, let's say I find a house inspection, I found a big foundation crack. I don't see any water leaking in it. I don't see any stains yet. So, is it a deal breaker? No. You want a peace of mind? Get a foundation repair guy. There's epoxy injections nowadays. $1,000 expenditure. So, you spending $1,000, or you rather get rid of the house which you liked it, you like the layouts, you like the location, you like the schooling nearby. It's not a deal breaker.
So, even with the foundation crack, not talking about the hairline cracks, right? Yeah. We put a coin inside it and check whether it's a hairline crack. We had one inspection done in Brampton, right? The client ended up buying the house even with the 3 foundation cracks, right?
Cracks, there's more theory into this cracks, what it works and how it works. A vertical crack is a normal settlement crack, can come up anytime. It can expand also. But if you see a horizontal crack, that is a major concern.
Horizontal crack is a major concern. Okay.
Because there are reasons for that horizontal crack. That means now your whole top structure is so much weight, it is bowing in.
So when you say horizontal crack, means in the
left to right.
Left to right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going
As
left.
opposed to top to bottom.
Correct. Going
Okay.
left to right. So there are various factors why horizontal crack comes. That really spoils your structure. Your whole foundation can weaken out very quickly.
I don't think I've ever seen a horizontal crack. Most of the time we see is
Vertical cracks.
vertical cracks.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because nowadays newer constructions, they're all poured concrete.
Okay.
In older houses, you had concrete blocks, you had stones, you had bricks. That's where we see generally horizontal cracks.
In Ontario, are the home inspector regulated? How are they regulated? And let me ask you a follow-up question. If somebody wants to get into this field, what is their starting point?
Ontario, there's no regulation by the government for home inspector.
Okay.
So that is why we are called certified. We are not licensed inspectors.
There is no license for home inspection.
No, not in Ontario.
Not in Ontario. Okay.
There are other provinces, Quebec, Alberta, they are licensed. Their government is regulated over there. In Ontario, it's a certification. So there are a number of schools, they will teach you home inspection courses. There are associations in Ontario like OHI, CAPI, Internachi, where you have to join those associations, go through the course. There's intensive examinations to be done. They certify you. And of course, once you're certified, there's an ongoing education every year, continued education we call it, which comes in every aspect also to keep you on top of the things what's happening.
How expensive is the course for the home inspector?
Where I did originally was a big expensive Carson Dunlop.
Sorry, which one?
Carson and Dunlop.
Carson and Dunlop.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are still in the market. They are one of the best ones so far. Their study materials are really good. Before it was in person, but nowadays everything is online.
Everything is online. Are there exams?
Yes, there are exams.
Okay.
There are 11 small exams you got to give for each aspect of the house.
How long is the course for?
They give you 2 years duration. It's as you go.
It's based on your pace.
Yeah, up to your pace.
Okay.
You finish in 1 month, or not 1 month, I should say 4 months or 1 year. That's up to you.
Okay. Okay. And how expensive is the course?
That's a different perspective. Again, a good course will cost you anywhere from 4,000 to 5,000.
So it depends upon like a college to college?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So different colleges will charge
there is
for this course differently?
There's a Humber College also that has come in. So their charges range from 4,000 to 5,000.
Okay.
But there are
for the full course.
Full course.
Okay.
There are private associations.
Okay.
They charge you $500 only.
$500 for the full course?
They give you study material. You do your own. You understand your own. You take care of it yourself.
So you're saying I can spend $500 and I can become a certified home inspector?
You need to have certain aspects also. You need to have a technical mind.
Okay.
You need to know,
because I need to give an exam.
Correct. You need to know something about the house. Either technical knowledge in plumbing or electrician or your foundations or carpentry. Some technical knowledge you should have.
So it's probably easier if you're coming from that field. If
you're
a certified electrician, you're coming from a trade, then it's easier for you to do these courses.
Correct. My background back in India, I was a computer hardware engineer.
Okay.
I used to repair monitors, motherboards and all that. It's a different field. But I had a technical touch on things. I knew how to run a screwdriver, how to use a hammer, how to drill things. My father at that stage had taught me a lot of things. I did a plumbing course back in India. I did an electrician course for TV repairs and radio repairs. So that technical knowledge, once you have it, you will learn this faster. You will understand it faster.
We're towards the end of our show. Any key advice you would give to especially the first-time home buyers, newcomers who are buying their first home? What would you tell them?
Should I look at you or should I look at the camera?
You can look at the camera.
Call me. No, that's as a first-time buyers, make sure you get your house inspected. Do not skip it. Do not skip home inspection.
Okay.
It's a basic example. Everyone knows about it. If you are buying a second-hand car, you do not forego or you do not let go the inspection.
You have to get the safety done. You have to get
this. This is a big value you're putting in. It's a big investment of your own life. Why skip it for a matter of few dollars? you are not getting an offer on this, you're not able to put a firm offer, there is some or the other house available in the market. It's not just one.
Especially in today's market.
I in a bidding war also, like I did tell people used to come to me before, like what should I do?
They can get inspections done before we
Correct.
discussed. Yeah.
And then again, I give them a simple example. Like if you are buying a car, you like a car, you like the make, model, color, everything. You go down to a dealer, you tell him, come on, let's make a deal. But the guy comes back saying, I have someone else paying me $1,000 more. And then by the time you're still thinking, a person walks in, says to the dealer, fine buddy, I'll take the same car, but I'm going to pay you more than the second one. What would you do? Would you stand there, go back to the dealer, forget these two guys, I'm going to pay you more than him now? You don't. You don't do that.
Yeah.
You will start thinking, is it really worth for me to spend money more on this particular car? Or I can go for a second opinion, second make, second model. Think in that terms.
Yeah. No, makes sense.
So that's what I tell people. A bidding war, yeah, it's there. But to a certain extent. People went beyond their extent in this time.
Yeah.
Which should not be done.
Yeah. No, at the end of the day, you have to watch for yourself.
Correct.
Especially if you're buying a car, you can change cars every second, third year. Or when you're buying a house,
yes,
you might not have leverage to change the house, especially in the current scenario that the house values went down and people are not able to even pay for the mortgages. They are not able to afford their home, but they still have to carry it.
Carry it out.
One or the other way, people are renting one room. They're living in another room, right? Yes. Before they used to just rent the basement. Now they're renting rooms upstairs because people are not able to afford the
pride of owning a home and not living with it, enjoying yourself. There's no value to it. You're buying a house and letting others come and stay there just for the sake of your own monetary financial support. You don't feel the charm of that house.
No, makes sense. Thank you so much, Ajit. It was pleasure having you with us.
Just mine.
Any final words for our listeners, and if you can share your contact as well?
Definitely. My company is Essential Home Inspections. As Supreet mentioned, I've been in 8 years in this line. I have mentored new home inspectors coming in the field who are interested. I have mentored at least, I would say, good 8 to 10 different inspectors in my career so far. So if you are interested in the home inspections, reach out to me, reach out to Supreet. We can share our numbers. I will guide you, help you out. I do not hesitate thinking that, okay, I'm going to get a competitor in my line. No, I need good people who understand the value, who understand the profession and will respect that profession. Welcome anytime. My name is Ajit Dudani, 647-915-2548. You can search me on Google, type in my name, you'll see a big face of mine coming up.
He's one of the most trusted home inspector in Ontario, and I can vouch for that. I've always used Ajit Dudani for all my, services.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.